Jason Tatum lighting up the garden.
He was Superman in the first half.
A Brunson barrage here in the third quarter.
The clutch player of the year. Absolutely brilliant.
Brunson unstoppable. Tatum unguardable. Anunoby throws it down, and Tatum is hurt.
And this could change everything.
Obviously, the loss is huge.
This series is now 3-1 in favor of the New York Knicks.
Well, we got to get ready for Game 5, so we'll put together a game plan to come out on our home floor to keep the series alive.
I mean, how about those New York Knicks, everybody? Good morning. Welcome into First Take. I'm Molly Karen. We got a whole lot to unpack today as we start with the Knicks closing in on their first conference finals appearance in 25 years. Jalen Brunson led the way. Mr. Clutch, 39 points, 12 assists. New York overcame a double-digit deficit in the third quarter, taking a 3-point lead into the fourth. The Celtics would go on to lose the game, but the real loss came late in the fourth. As you saw, Jason Tatum had to be carried off the court after suffering a non-contact lower leg injury. Here's Joe Mazzulla on Tatum.
Obviously, you're always worried about someone's health, so the fact that he had to be carried off, like you said, he's the type of guy that when he gets right up, so he didn't, and we'll know tomorrow exactly what it is, but yeah, I mean, it's tough to watch a guy like him get carried off like that.
When a player of his caliber goes down and he's rolling in pain like that, you know something's wrong. So that's why I just gave my thoughts and prayers, because you never want to see something like that ever.
It's tough. It's not really a lot to say.
All right, obviously we all feel for Jason Tatum. There's been a lot of terrible injuries these playoffs. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning.
UD, it's been a minute. Great to have you in the building.
UD. Good to
Jay
be
Will,
back.
I saw you yesterday.
I'm working.
Yeah, you're working. Okay. All right, so obviously as we wait for those MRI results on Jason Tatum, we know it obviously doesn't look good. Jay, do you feel like the Knicks close out Game 5 in Boston tomorrow, like we all predicted it?
Well, first off, let me say this. I really feel for Jason Tatum.
Yes.
I mean, you're talking about a guy who has the most 50-point performances in Boston Celtic play. And look, I thought the Knicks won the game fair and square. I think they outplayed the Boston Celtics throughout the course of the entire game. But damn, I wish I had that moment to see those last 3 minutes. 42, even though he wasn't playing his best, he had missed multiple shots. He just felt like he was the only Celtic player who was in rhythm. Jaylen Brown with foul trouble. Drew Holiday couldn't knock down shots. Al Horford wasn't shooting the ball. Porzingis wasn't himself. And you knew the moment was going to be defining and the ball was going to be in his hands. I wish we would have had that moment, and I hope a speedy recovery for him. But as we get to Game 5, I have to say, I'm going to take the Celtics because I'm going to take them for this reason here. Knicks are going to win the series. But, man, this is why you got the bag, Jaylen Brown.
Ooh.
This is your $300 million moment. And this time demands that moment for you to lead this team. You got in foul trouble yesterday. He made some fouls that were questionable. Yes. There were times where even listening to Al Horford postgame said, we lost our leader.
Yes.
Not one of our leaders, our leader. I think this is a moment in time for Jaylen Brown, who has not had a great series by any means of his standards, to come out and put his team on his back. Considering the game that the Knicks just played, it's a moment in time for Jaylen Brown to lead this team.
You think they could still win the series?
I think the Knicks win this series, but I will pick the Boston Celtics to win this game at home, considering they have not won a game against the Knicks at home in Boston. It's more of a defining moment. It's a character check for me with them.
Yes, I agree with you 1,000%. I'm a guy that says never underestimate the heart of a champion. This game is going to take heart. You're going in. You gave up 2 at home. You look around that locker room and you tell your guys, we're not focused on winning the series right now. We just need to get one game. I think they have enough to get one, Jay Will. I do. I really do. I believe they have enough. They have the character. They have the coaching. They have championship DNA. And like you said, Jaylen Brown, you got that Lueve bag. You got to bring it.
But also, UD, when I hear you talk, like you talk with a lot of passion, right? And the one thing that's always been weird for me to see when I watch the Celtics, especially in these type of games, what do you see when Jalen Brunson makes a play? What do you see when Anthony Edwards makes a play?
Yes.
They're screaming, there's yelling, right?
Yes.
I don't know if I see the same kind of venom or passion that is shared collectively between those guys. It always seems very stoic or just like, yeah, we expect to do that.
Business as usual.
This is a passionate moment in Boston Celtic playoff history, right, for them to show up and defend home court.
All right, let's bring in someone who knows quite a lot about that, and that would be my guy, Kendrick Perkins. Big Perk, you got me. Good morning. How we feeling, big time? Good to see you.
What's up, Molly? What up, Jay Will?
Why the voice seems so low, big fella?
What up?
Why the energy levels seem so low?
What you mean, why the voice ain't?
Okay, all right.
Late nights, early mornings. Don't worry, Perk, I got you. Don't even address it. Perk, here's what I need to know from you. Will the Knicks close out this series in Game 5? Because these two gentlemen say no. They're expecting a big game from Jaylen Brown in Boston.
I'm not. I'm expecting Big Body Brunson to do what he do best, and that's close out games on the road. He's the best closer in the game right now, especially in the Eastern Conference. Saw what he did to Detroit. Hey, Molly, it's something about those road games and closeout games that brings out the best of him. I just feel like right now, the Celtics and you know this, you got to have a different type of mental toughness right now, right? Your best player just went out. Jaylen Brown is dealing with a knee injury. I'm not making excuses for Boston, but I'm just calling it how it is. Drew Holiday is banged up. Kristaps Porzingis is sick. On and off, he's not healthy, right? And so now it's a mental thing, right? I heard Brian Windhorst last night. He was talking about how quiet it was in the locker room, how everybody was devastated. You down 3-1. Do you really feel like showing up and competing for this Game 5? Do you really feel like getting this win and getting back on the plane and going through this entire series? Or is this locker room shook? No, it's I'm telling you, Jay, you looking, but it's a different type of mental toughness. This team is dealing with a lot right now, man, is what I'm trying to explain to you. And with Big Body Brunson, he smelled blood. And when he smelled blood, it's a problem. And he closes on the road. I think the Knicks close this in 5.
Big Perk, can I just say something to you? You talk about Drew Holiday being banged up. You talk about Porzingis being sick. You talk about Jaylen Brown's knee hurting. These all sound like damn excuses to me. I don't live in no world of excuses. I know Joe Mazzulla is built the same. You're damn right. If I'm a Boston Celtic, I want to get back on the damn plane. You're damn right. I may look shook for a minute, but this is why I talked to UD about this is going to challenge the character of the Boston Celtic team. I know the character of the Miami Heat. It's sitting right across the table from me. I want to see the character of the Boston Celtics. And now you would know about that. Big Perk, you played on teams that had defining character in KG and Paul Pierce. Are you telling me they don't have that character to fight at home in a closeout scenario to beat? Now, look, Jaylen Brunson's going to have 3 more shots at closing it out. I'm not saying he can't close it out back at Knicks in Game 6 or back in Boston for Game 7 if it goes that way. But this one, if he gets this one, what does that say about the Boston Celtics? If I'm on the Celtic team, I can't let that happen.
Go ahead, UD.
Hey, listen.
No, go ahead.
No, listen, I'm going to say this, Perk.